Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Blockman, bringing you some Block Sports breaking news. We have two news stories today in reference to the two new signings that Soccer Club FC has made to replace Bob Sheriff and Baron Von Side. Their first signing comes from Adventurers Villains. El Diablo Pablo has signed for Soccer Club FC this morning. The defender comes from Adventurers Villains and is a tenacious, hard-hitting demon out on the soccer field. The second signing is a surprise signing. Soccer Club FC has signed midfielder Bob Bolts from Arctic Mechanics. Now, an interesting signing here. Baron Von Side is an attacker while Bob Bolts is a midfielder. We'll see what that means for the lineup for Soccer Club FC going forward. But we have finally our two new signings for Soccer Club FC. A new look Soccer Club FC will be coming to a soccer pitch near you. I'm Michael Blockman. This has been Block Sports Breaking News, and we will see you next time. Okay, well, there's our amazing breaking news. I have made a decision regarding who is going to be on the team. I'll unveil the curtain a little bit here. I do feel weird just taking from like the best team every single time, because these guys are really, really good. I don't know how much I care about making it really, really difficult for myself, but guys like Todd Ratchet, Nigel Neutron, and this guy, look how fast Zach Laser is. What the heck? They make it really hard for me to, ignore. But I'm excited about our signings. El Diablo will be one of our defenders, and Bob Bolts is going to replace Deputy Hersey in midfield. I've moved Deputy Hersey to be one of our wingers, so we'll see how that sort of plays. It's actually, I believe, if I go look, it is Deputy Hersey's original position. So pretty excited about that. We have two more, I don't know what you call them, gauntlets to get through. This time I guess we're, what are we doing? We're looking for spaceship parts? So naturally the first one is to go play the firefighters at the fire station, because that's where a spaceship part is. So let's play some soccer. Good evening, everybody. I'm Evan Brickley with Block Sports, here to present you tonight's coverage of Soccer Club FC versus the Firefighters. Now, Soccer Club FC are going to look a little bit different today, as they've now brought on two new signings, El Diablo Pablo and Bob Bolts. I'm joined, of course, by my color commentator, Don Studson. Don, can you tell me a little bit about what we think these two new signings are going to provide for Soccer Club FC?
Yes, Evan. Well, El Diablo Pablo has a tenacious defending resume beneath him. And Bob Bolts is just a very, very steady man in the midfield. It'll be really, really great to see these two play out. Of course, there may be some time to work out some of the chemistry kinks, but you have to imagine that Soccer Club FC are very excited about this. And it's an interesting move, obviously. Bob Bolts to the midfield, Deputy Hersey now back on the wing. So we'll see. I think Firefighters are up for a challenge, and Soccer Club FC are ready and bolstered to provide some really great content today. All right, well, why don't we send it on down to Jenna Bricks, who is standing by with the new Soccer Club FC signing, El Diablo Pablo. Yes, hi, gentlemen. Jenna Bricks here with Block Sports, standing alongside the new man, El Diablo Pablo. Diablo, tell us what you're going to provide for Soccer Club FC, and how excited are you to make your debut today?
Yes, well, I'm very excited for an incredible opportunity. I'm going to stop goals. I'm going to tackle. I'm going to run. I'm going to kick the ball.
All right, well, gentlemen, back to you.
All right, well, I believe we are just about ready to start this out on the field. So, let's go. A rainy night in the city at the fire station. Can you imagine better weather to play soccer?
Yes, Evan, I think I can imagine some better weather. What are the firefighters doing?
Looks like they're climbing on some invisible ladders there.
Well, sure is a magical night, I guess. Couple supporters out jumping around, acting like it's not raining at all.
Well, as our teams take the field, you'll see a motley crew from Soccer Club FC. All different shapes and sizes. Bill Ladders, one of the main men for firefighters. One of the new signings, Bob Boltz, our midfield man.
That mustache really is impressive, isn't it, Evan?
Well, it seems like a lot of the Soccer Club FC team members, now that I think about it, Don, are mustached themselves. I wonder if that's the secret. Deputy Hersey obviously has a nice mustache.
You gotta imagine that's part of their success.
All right, warm-ups are concluding. The first half is beginning. A kickoff right away to Paul Cullis, who, by the way, took the all-time leading record in terms of goals scored. Gives up the ball. El Diablo trying to get involved his first way. Here's Bob Boltz getting disrupted in the midfield. Hard Hat Harry looking to tackle back. Deputy Hersey couldn't get on the end of that one. And here's El Diablo looking to provide his first coverage here. He'll send it back to Prima Donna, who will find Bob Boltz. Bob Boltz will give it to Paul Cullis, who cannot seem to put it into a good position, and firefighters take advantage. 1-0.
Yeah, Evan, well, really good play from them, but Paul Cullis, just in his confusion state, sends it all the way down, and Prima Donna can only do so much. He gets a hand to that, but the hand was not enough.
Paul Cullis immediately dispossessed there. Bob Boltz making a good deflection. Right back to Bob Boltz, who will pass it. Now, a 1-2 played. Now, Hard Hat Harry. Freddie Fitt getting in the way of that one. Hard Hat Harry with a good interception. Here's Paul Cullis, a great move. He'll shoot, and it will get saved by the goalkeeper. El Diablo flipping it up. He'll use a rocket, and it is saved by the firefighter goalkeeper. Shot on target. El Diablo a little confused. Taken now. Hard Hat Harry looking to get in the way. And they are just peppering this defense. Paul Cullis couldn't get on the end there, but now he does. A sprinting Paul Cullis is going to take it all the way. He'll shoot. It'll go off the top. Played in the middle now. Bob Boltz not there. Now Bob Boltz. Let's see if Paul Cullis can make a good move. He can. He'll shoot. And it's saved again by the goalkeeper.
Wow, this goalkeeper really is keeping them in it.
Really good now. Bob Boltz trying to do something. El Diablo with a couple saves. Another El Diablo save. Here's Paul Cullis now, running by the defense, getting tripped up at the very end. And now firefighters have a wide open shot. Prima Donna doing well to save. Honestly, a very good game from Prima Donna so far. Paul Cullis, can he cut the deficit? Here's Deputy Hersey with a shot. And our first half comes to an end. 1-0 in favor of firefighters.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty odd game from Soccer Club FC so far. Only 4 shots on target.
All right, well, let's move on and go to the Block Sports halftime show. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Block Sports Halftime Show. I'm Steve Bennett, joined by my co-analysts Richard Taylor and Duck Jackson. A 1-0 soccer game led by the Firefighters now. Richard, talk to us a little bit about what's making this so difficult for Soccer Club FC, and what sorts of things can they do to turn this around?
Yes, well, it seems like this team is having a hard time finding its identity right now, Steve. When 2 new additions is going to make this very difficult, but I just want to show you sort of what this sort of looks like. New people, El Diablo chasing this ball, makes a good move, trying to get this ball back to Prima Donna. Bob Bolt's in the midfield, and admittedly a really good move here, but ready to shoot that onto the net was Paul Cullis. The 1 goal scored by Firefighters, really just a single moment. Again, new signings. El Diablo comes in, gives this ball back. It looks really good. It seems like a good play. You can imagine here that Paul Cullis could just take this and shoot it, but here comes the power up, and here comes the goal. So you have to say it's been pretty evenly matched so far. I mean, what can you do? But you just have to keep looking out for their ability to make things interesting. It'll be difficult because, again, that synergy may but not be there. And the one time I feel like it was there, it just took 1 power up to sort of reverse it all. So you've got to look forward to continuing that momentum in the second half, because that's the only way they're going to come back. All right, well, Duck, what are you seeing out of some of the Firefighters like Bill Ladders out there that's really making a name for themselves in this game?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60. I think those are the multiples of 3, at least the first 20 of them or so. All right, well, that's it for our Block Sports Halftime Show. Let's send it back to Evan and Don after this commercial break.
This man has 15 seconds to tell us about the 0-calorie bold taste of Pepsi Max. And now he has 10. Still plenty of time to talk about 0 calories and bold taste. We're down to 3 here.
That was
Welcome back, everyone, and I hope we're ready for some second half action of Soccer Club FC and Firefighters. 1-0 in favor of Firefighters now. I believe we are ready to go ahead and start the game. The second half is commencing. Deputy Hersey with an immediate dismissal here. Interesting use of the crane there. Stealing nothing. Hard Hat Harry will pass it up. Bob Bolts will get dispossessed, but immediately use that power up. Here's Paul Cullis getting tripped up. Hard Hat Harry trying to work this back. Bob Bolts now sending it forward. Here's Paul Cullis. Another really great opportunity, and Paul Cullis has equalized for Soccer Club FC.
Yeah, well, really, really great stuff here, obviously. Paul Cullis with his 21st goal in the last 5 games. I don't know, I'm no math guy, but that's a lot of goals in not that many games. It seems like a winning recipe for them.
All right, well, let's see what'll happen now as they've equalized. Paul Cullis taking it forward. He'll have another shot, and he'll have another goal to take the lead.
That's just like what Richard was saying. All it takes is a power-up to turn the tide, and a quick turnaround here for Soccer Club FC. 2 goals, when in the first half they had none.
Yep, use those power-ups. Another disjointed kickoff as Paul Cullis takes it and has a hat-trick. A hat-trick for Paul Cullis within probably, I don't know, 20 seconds of game time in this second half. Power-ups, 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 Evan. You've got to let it happen. Deputy Hersey now dispossessing. Very good from the grizzled veteran. Paul Cullis getting dispossessed now. As he tries to win it back, but can't. Hard Hat Harry looking to do similar things. A really great deflection from El Diablo. As now Prima Donna will send it up. Trying to go across was Deputy Hersey, but not quite making it. Bob Boltz with a good interception. At least a deflection. Here's Hard Hat Harry. He'll push the tempo just a little bit. He'll find Paul Cullis. How do you leave Paul Cullis wide open? Especially now considering has a hat trick. Here's Bob Boltz. Can Bob Boltz score his first goal? Deputy Hersey now, can he score? Not quite. Hard Hat Harry's going to take it. He'll take it all the way. He'll shoot, and Hard Hat Harry scores his first goal for Soccer Club FC. Well, great use of that. I'm not sure what to call that power-up. The Joy-Con power-up allows Hard Hat Harry to get all the way up and score his first goal. Very easy, very simple. 4-1. Deputy Hersey doing his best to intervene. Still some of that midfielder coming out in him. Now Bob Boltz, as soon as they had possession, have it taken away by power-up. And now the Firefighters with a good chance. A great save from Prima Donna. Bob Boltz takes it into the restricted area. And now El Diablo has a chance to score. But what a save from the Firefighters. And now Paul Cullis getting exploded on there. Hard Hat Harry trying to do something with it. El Diablo sending it forward. A great deflection from El Diablo, who hustles back and gets it back. Here's Paul Cullis. Paul Cullis all alone. Can Paul Cullis score his fourth goal? Not quite. But the time is winding down here. Bob Boltz, can he shoot and score? He can! Bob Boltz! I'll be honest, Evan, that looked like it was going way over, but it just rang underneath that bar. Top bar down. Good turn from Bob. I don't know, Evan. That looked like that should have been high, but a goal. A goal for Bob Boltz in his first game. And now 2 whistles from Freddie Fitt. 5-1 is the end of this game here. Really, really excellent stuff. Well, a really good turnaround from Soccer Club FC, obviously being 1-0 down and then turning this into 5 goals. It's really, really something. All right, well, let's send it on down to Freddie Fitt or someone who might have an update on the storyline. All right, well, maybe I was misunderstanding what is happening in this story. I guess that the Bricksters spread the parts, and then we're using a scanner to find them? I don't know. Good win. Good win. A hard-fought win, honestly. I didn't think it'd be 5-1 at the end of that, but it ended up being that way, so... can't complain with results. Can't complain. Not really close either. Dang, man. I mean, these players are getting really good. Let me check here. Firefighter Jack. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on. I'm excited. On the next one.